this is a concept of, and this is for me, I think
wow.
more so than you, Wade, but maybe not, because you also kind of took a social media break, but you are what you eat. And this is literally and figuratively, we are not dietitians, or so we're not even going to try to go there and talk about that. Y'all can, you know all about health, you know all about eating the right things, and if you don't, like, there's plenty of people that can help you with that. We are not two of them, but we do eat healthy. I mean, that is something that we focus on,
For the most part.
I mean, obviously I love a good dessert, but
I love a good Taco Bell.
Wade loves a good Taco Bell.
Sponsor.
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
He's
Please.
waiting for that sponsorship, that endorsement. But obviously eating healthy, yes, that is so important. Like for me, recognizing cutting out sugar and all of those things. But I don't even want to talk about that, because while that is a huge part, and again, go find your person that you're going to follow on social media, get all the tips and tricks and meal prep and do all the fancy things. But I want to talk about you are what you eat figuratively in the form of social media. So you know that social media, it's called a Facebook feed, it's called an Instagram feed, it's called a Twitter feed, because regardless of whether you're like, oh, I'm just mindlessly scrolling, no.
You're consuming.
You're consuming. You're eating. You're feeding your mind whatever is right there in front of your face. It could be triggering. It could be it could be negative things. I mean, Lord, God bless, help us all. Right now, especially around this time, as we're getting into campaign year and months coming up, and the pandemic and all of these things.
There's a reason why you receive certain ads.
That is a fact.
And you all know that.
That is a fact. But so many people say, "Oh, well, this is what I do for mindless activity." No, this is how I escape. Wrong. That is the wrong thing to escape too, because that very escape could be the thing that's triggering your lack of energy, triggering you to feel more depressed or feel more anxious, which there goes all your energy, because now it's going in to feed your anxiety or your depression or whatever feelings that you have or emotions that you have. I know I'm talking to myself right now, right? And so remembering that those are called feed for a reason, because they truly feed you. And so what are you consuming? And, this may be something that you need to completely get out of your life altogether for a little while. Like Wade, you took a social media break.
Yep, I took one, probably a month before you did, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, I mean, it was...
Everyone thought I received, please let people know, or just don't, I don't know. Everybody thought that Wade had blocked them on social media, and apparently he hated the world because he just, ghosted his account.
I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell you.
No. Yeah, I'll wake up and I was like, Wade, I think that somebody hacked your account. Your Instagram's gone.
Yeah. I didn't care. It was just one of those things to where I was like, I'm tired of I was finding myself just randomly scrolling. And I was a person before this where I do not pick up my phone in the bed. And so it wasn't even that I was on my phone I was just doing it at weird times and very habitual. I mean, even if we were sitting on the couch, I would randomly scroll. It wasn't that I was working on it. It wasn't that I was making a post or responding to anybody. And I said, you know what? I just got to get away. I just got to stop. I'm tired of this. And it was refreshing and it was freeing.
It really, I took about a month off, and I got rid of social media out of my life altogether. I didn't post. I didn't go in and look at messages. I didn't go in and see anything. And I'm telling you, there is something to be said for, because I find myself, just an honest moment here, I can catch myself scrolling for 30, 45 minutes sometimes.
Yes, she does.
But not only that, is when I'm scrolling, guys, it's just the little things. You see, and I'm speaking from a woman's perspective, but there are so many things that go into how we feel about ourselves as people, but also from a male's perspective. But I can see one picture for 1 second of a beautiful influencer. Well, I look like crap today. So I'm like, just in that one blip of a second of me mindlessly scrolling, and I'm putting quotations around mindlessly because we think this is our escape. No, I'm sitting there looking at this person like, man, she's so beautiful today. I wonder if Wade thinks that I need to put myself together, which Wade already knows that ain't happening. But how does she look so beautiful all the time? As I'm continuing to scroll, those thoughts are going in my mind. Or perhaps it's a lesson that you see. And you're like, man, I wonder how this teacher has so much time to be able to do this. And wow, I just wish I could do that for my kids. And I just feel so bad about myself. Or as a parent, you see this amazing opportunity that another parent did for their kids virtually. And they have a whole classroom set up. And man, they've got the state-of-the-art technology. And gosh, my kids don't have that. And I feel so bad as a mom that I can't provide that for them. And then we get into comparison. person. And we start getting into this comparison trap, and while you think you're mindlessly scrolling, you're actually feeding yourself with negativity and feeding yourself with all the things that you're not measuring up to and all of the things that you're not doing or you're not being in that moment. Well, again, we're wasting our energy on scrolling and comparing. Energy, you have to use energy to compare. And so your energy is going somewhere.
Yeah.
And so I noticed that is a huge energy suck for me because I come out of it feeling bad about myself.
Yeah, and I after we took the little hiatus, I mean, it's one of those things to where during the fasting of social media or whatever it is in your life that you're feeding yourself with, that places that negative emphasis on where your intentionality is supposed to be. I think you realize those opportunities where you are scrolling and you're feeding your mind with those things that produce something that just is not good for you or your health or your mentality or your energy.
Right.
And so even afterwards, I think that we're more cognizant of saying, oh crap, I just picked up my phone to do and put it down. Maverick is sitting right here beside me and he wants my attention. What am I doing here?
Right.
Put the phone down. Like, it's one of those things to where you realize it before it even happens so you can fix it.